Yeah.
What's up, guys? HOA is back again this week, coming off of the All-Star break, a nice little layoff for everybody, and we have another guest this week. Kenzie, can you tell us who we have on the podcast this week?
Here's my guy, the infamous, the rim runner. It is Jerome Movian,
Oh my god,
the Krakken.
Hey, what's up, podcast man? I'm here. I know these two dudes, they're my friends, and I'm here to support the pod. I'm just here, man.
All right, Jerome. Obviously, we're glad to have you on. Thank you for being on. Tell us about your sports fandom. Tell us who you're a fan of. Give us some little background on your sports teams.
Well, my favorite basketball team is the Orlando Magic. I have been a fan of them since I was a little kid, and I've been a fan since the Penny Hardaway days and the Shaq days, and the Dwight Howard days and stuff like that. And on the football end, I'm a fan of the New York Giants. I've been a fan since like 2007. So
okay,
I'm used to winning when it comes to football.
Used to winning.
Yeah.
Would you consider yourself a real fan because you actually cheer for the teams that you like? Or do you think real fans are people that have multiple teams in every sport? I'm kind of wondering how you feel about that, because some people in this three-way feel a little bit different about actual fandom. So I'm confused.
I feel you're a real fan if you root for one team.
Okay.
Because it's no better feeling than to see your team who you root for through thick and thin to win.
Okay, so you don't think it's cool that your team gets eliminated and you just piggyback onto another team?
This is crazy.
I don't do that.
This is crazy.
Once the season's over, it's over.
This is crazy.
Okay.
Chat viewers, I'm a Wizard fan with heavy emotional investment with the Knicks, and then I have to support the Blazers because Dame is like my second favorite point guard ever. So I have one team. I just have other rooting interests.
Okay, well, you just pretty much summed up. You summed up what we were just complaining about. So, all right, guys, let's get into the podcast. Let's start off right at the top. All-Star Weekend. What did you think? Is All-Star Weekend really even worth it anymore? Can it be saved? Do you guys think it's past being the point of being saved?
I'll let you answer this first, Kenzie.
Honestly, outside of the 3-point contest, it's whack. The skills challenge, it was just. I mean, it was cool, I guess, but it's just names we don't really care for. The dunk contest, I'm not going to sit here and say it can't be saved. I just think they need more creative dunk. There's still things that are possible to do. As for the All-Star game, yeah, that's outside of Tatum and Brown going back and forth, actually playing defense. It was just a late line. It was terrible.
My opinion, I think the All-Star game is not worth watching anymore because it just gets too boring and it's lack of creativity to me. And the dunk contest, every dunk you could think of has been done already. So that's why people, they boo it or whatever.
Yeah. Shout out Zach LaVine.
Whatever. we don't bring that up, man. We know that guy got robbed. But anyway, the 3-point contest was fun.
Yeah.
I didn't expect Lillard to win, but he won, which is good. And then the skills challenge.
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't really like that one.
Skills challenge was rough, man. That was hard to watch.
Yeah.
And the All-Star game, I literally don't watch it.
I mean, so would you say you would say it's just not worth it anymore at this point? Just
the All-Star game is
off and just go.
The All-Star game is just a glorified layup contest to me.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that. I can go do that outside if I want. Little
stat for you guys. Just off of last year, the All-Star game viewership and ratings were down over 27%. That's insane drop off for an event. It had lower attendance than the Pro Bowl for the NFL.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's crazy.
Because I didn't even know what channel that was on.
Exactly. That's how bad it's gotten. Is we can't even be at the Pro Bowl.
It's just like they're just out there just doing layups or standard dunks or jacking up 83s a piece. It's just I'm not saying you got 94 feet of defense, but show some resistance.
Yeah. All right, so I think we're all in the same boat. All-Star game, it's just there. Unfortunately, I think at this point, I would almost just rather guys get named. Hey, these are our All-Stars. We're not going to play now. If they do, now here I'll give you this. If they switch to the World versus USA game, would you be interested in that?
I would be.
I would be, but I think I think the USA will win because once the depth of the world, it's like starts to trickle down. Like once you get to like the 7th, 8th, and 9th guys, you're going to have to play like some 80 overall people.
Okay, so let's just do it real quick. The world team would be Jokic, Luka,
Embiid,
Giannis.
Shea's Canadian,
Shea's
right?
Canadian.
Yes, Siakam,
Sabonis, Laurie.
7, 8.
Yeah,
they're deeper than you think, though. Like that's 8. That's 8. Almost 8 all-stars right there.
That's all I can think about at the moment.
I'm sure they got a couple other guys that we could.
Yeah,
I mean, RJ Barrett's from Canada too.
Oh,
like you could almost throw him on there.
Yeah, but he ain't a starter. That's cool.
And then you could always add in like the 3 Antetokounmpo brothers, just because they felt the roster.
You also could throw in Paolo Banchero. He's Italian.
There you go. Hey, we're gonna get to him in a little bit, Jerome. Save that Paulo love. It's gonna get interesting because I got some hateful comments for the Wizards. All right, guys. We got 20 games left. Give me I want to hear your guys' first team All-NBA guys. And I also want to question, do you guys do your All-NBA team traditionally where it's, 1 through 5, or do you do positionless basketball at this point where you can have 2 centers, you could have?
No, I pretty much still like try to keep it tame. Like obviously, like if there's 2 forwards, I'm not gonna say small forward, power forward. I'm just saying okay, like Durant and Bron. But yeah, but for the most part, I still have like 2 guard, 2 wing big.
Okay. Jerome, how do you feel about that?
Same thing with Eric.
Okay. All right, then we're going to do traditional. I want you guys' 1 through 5 first team All-NBA at this point.
Big, Nikola.
Okay.
The 2 wings, I'll take Giannis and Tatum.
Okay.
The 2 guards, now that's tough because injuries. Luka goes down as a guard, right?
Yeah, I think he's positioned as a guard now.
So Luka and Mitchell.
You're going with Mitchell first team?
Wow.
I'm trying to think of like another 2 guard. Booker missed
You're
a
not
lot of
going to
time.
give Steph first team?
Steph missed mad time.
Steph been hurt too much.
He still played 38 games.
I mean, I'll definitely take Steph. If he's valid, I'll take Steph.
You think Steph's missed too much time?
Yeah.
For first team.
Yeah.
Is he going to make an All-NBA team, though? Do you think he's missed too much time to be
honestly, even though the record is bad, if it's strictly like off performance, I'd probably switch out Mitchell for Dame. But he's like 11th seed, so I don't know if that's possible.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Anthony Davis was making it miss the playoffs, so yeah, give me Dame.
Okay, so Dame, Luka, Giannis, Tatum, Jokic for first team? All right, Jerome, what do you got?
At the big, I'm going Embiid.
Okay.
At the forwards, I'm going Tatum and LeBron.
Ooh.
And then at the guards, I'm going Luka. And the other guard, I'm going Dame.
I like that. Okay. I'm going to go with Jokic also at the 5. I'm going Giannis at the 4. Tatum at the 3. I'm going to say Ja and Luka are my 2 guards. Because, I mean, Memphis has gone on a little bit of a tumble here, but they're still second in the West. And they're like, it's really not like, and he's been insane. So I'm going to give him my first team spot. Okay, then let's see. I want to hear you guys' second team. We won't go into third team, but who would your second team All-NBA be then?
Can I go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I didn't say I said Embiid first, so I'm gonna go Jokic, and I'm gonna go Giannis. Then I'm gonna go Sabonis.
Ooh,
bonus, and I'm gonna go De'Aaron Fox.
Wow.
And then I'm going to go with Mitchell.
I like it. I think you're wild, but I love it.
Look, bro, you got to show the Sacramento Kings some love, man.
I'm gonna have. I would have one of them on my third team for sure, but second team is that's close. All right.
Let me see. Then I'll put him B because I didn't have him first. I'm taking Bron.
Okay.
Another forward. Even though he plays big now, he's still like a power forward in my eyes. Sabonis.
Yep.
The second guard, since I switched Dame to first. Second guard, Mitchell.
Okay.
Point guard, Jalen Brunson.
Oh,
Jalen Brunson on second team over Ja?
Yes, Jalen Brunson.
Good pick.
Holy crap! All right, my second team: Embiid, Sabonis, LeBron, Mitchell, And do I give it to Dame? Dame would be my point guard on the second team. Yeah, because I was thinking, do I do SGA or do I do Dame? But SGA will be my third team.
No Bill Love?
Why would there be?
Why wouldn't there be?
Why would I ever waste? I wouldn't even waste a vote. Like that's a wasted vote. All right, guys. Jerome, we got you on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Can't pass up a little bit of Magic talk. How do you feel about your team right now? Tell me how you're feeling. I think you guys are trending upward. I'm impressed actually. So give me a little bit of Magic talk real quick, and then we'll go into some more about that.
But first of all, I think we make it to play-in for sure.
For sure.
The way we're playing, like I watch the games all the time.
Yep.
I think the way we play, we could possibly make the playing team as like a 7th seed. That's it. That's how.
Let me look at some standings.
Okay, so now,
we're 3 games out.
right now, the Magic are 25 and 35.
Yeah,
they are 4 games behind the Wizards for the 10th.
Not catching us.
We can get y'all. The Wizards can go on a losing streak.
If the Magic catch the Wizards and keep the Wizards out of the play-in, that'll be the happiest day ever. I can't wait.
And we play in I think like 2 weeks.
And then like y'all still have to worry about the Bulls. Y'all done. Try again next year.
And we got the Pacers. We play the Pacers tomorrow. That's an important game.
Honestly, we probably gonna climb up to like 7th or 8th. I don't think. Yeah, we're not getting caught.
You guys can go on a loser streak. Wasn't y'all on like an 8-game loser streak or something like that?
We turned it around. We got our big 3 back.
All right, Jerome. Enough about the Wizards. The Wizards are irrelevant. So you guys are obviously trending upward. Would you be interested in making a big splash move this summer, like to pair with Paulo, to pair with Franz? What do you think?
I think we should go for another guard. And I think a guard should be probably most likely, I think from sources I hear, it's probably going to be Fred VanVleet, which would help us, I think.
Do you think Fred can play with Fultz and like Suggs like that?
Yes, I think he can.
That's a small backcourt.
I think he can play because he plays defense and he provides shooting, and we need more shooting. And I think he could slide to the 1, and you could slide Markelle to the 2.
Okay,
they could work like that, and they could take over playmaking duties.
I like that. That's the thing is like that guy, like Fred VanVleet's not out of the realm of possibility. So you didn't go too crazy, which is fair.
We don't need no superstar yet. We got that superstar in Paulo.
Yeah, that's fair. Kinsey, I'm all right. Can we get a non-biased review of the Magic?
I mean, they're better than I expected, but like I thought they'd be down there with like the Pistons, but they're Magic. They ain't doing nothing. It's the Magic.
Speaking of the Pistons, great job Wendell Carter last night.
Hey man, one big money line, but
game winner.
There's no way. Like, okay, let's say we quote unquote fall off. The Raptors still ahead of y'all. The Bulls that ahead of y'all. Like, y'all not catching us.
You do know we beat the Bulls twice and we beat the Raptors twice, so we're really not that far off.
Look, man. You better hope the Raptors or the Bulls fall off because
they're only 1 game ahead of us.
Or maybe you could hope the Nets start to lose because we only going up. The Heat not going to fall out just because Eric Spoelstra. Atlanta's going to be in just because trading DeJounte. The Cavs, Philly, like this. You can try again next year, man.
You mean Trae Young, the coach killer?
Hey man, he may be, but they're talented enough where they're not falling out the play-in.
Yeah, I guess.
All right,
we'll see.
Okay, so here's my next question. Rookie of the year. You guys think Paulo is a lock for Rookie of the year?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Kinsey, how do you feel about Paulo for Rookie of the year?
Benedict
Mathurin from Indiana?
Yeah, Benedict. He bucket getter.
No. Off the bench? No.
He bucket getter.
he got at least start.
Not at least start. Okay. All right. So I think Paulo's got it locked up. I think he's had a great year. Averaging over 20 as a rookie is tough, and he's doing it. He's doing it. And it's a lot of responsibility to be the number 1 option as a rookie. So, and I think he's doing a good job with it. Jerome, how about that tip in last night? Any comments on that?
Oh man, I was so excited. Even though I was, we was playing PlayStation yesterday, but I was excited and I watched it. So it was a great moment, man.
All right, here's my final question going forward about this. Okay. Over the next 3 years, who would you rather have? The Magic's roster or the Wizards roster?
This is an insane.
I will start with myself. I will start with myself.
It's gonna be
I
interesting.
would rather have the Magic's roster going forward for the next 3 years because I think they have a superstar potential player. I think they have Franz who could be a borderline all-star at some point. I like Wendell Carter. I think they're missing one guy. If they had one more guy, I think they could be a playoff team. The Wizards are unfortunately trending downward. Beal even said recently that he's getting tired of the losing in Washington. I don't know why he waited so long and signed a 5-year contract with a team that he knew wasn't going anywhere. Kristaps is fine. He's not Dirk, unfortunately, Kinsey. Kuzma is a very good third option, but I don't think the Wizards are going anywhere either way. So, Jerome, because I know you're going to side with me, I'll let you go next. Tell me a little bit more.
I would rather have the Magic roster because, as you clearly stated, Bill is tired of losing. He might want to get moved. You never know. And Kristaps, he's okay. He's solid. And then you got Kyle Kuzma, who's an eye player. I don't think he's a good team player, to me.
Fair.
And they just got rid of Will Barton. They who else do they have? They have
Gafford. Who else do they have?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't really know who else do they have. And,
Daniel Gafford.
Oh, okay. Good players. Good players. Okay, good players.
They're NBA players, that's for sure.
And then you have the Magic, who we have no way but to get better because we have 2 young players who are still 20. Yep. We're gonna have a good draft pick this year, maybe. We have Markelle Fultz, who's ascending. We have Wendell Carter, who's getting better. And we have Jalen Suggs and Cole Anthony, who playing their role to perfection. And I think we'll be better in 3 years.
Okay. Kenzie, over the next 3 years, which roster would you rather have? And I would actually like you to take into consideration that the Wizards roster is pretty bad. So go ahead and try to spin it. I'm actually interested in you spinning this.
Unless y'all get Bronny and it leads to LeBron James, this is a blasphemous question. Okay. Our third best player would be your best. Kyle Kuzma would be the best player on the Magic.
No, I don't think so.
Yes. Kyle Kuzma would be the best player on the Magic.
Who in their right mind would take Kyle Kuzma over Paulo Banchero?
I mean, building, obviously, Paulo, but player for player, that's Kuzma.
Paulo's better.
You're trading in a third option for a first option.
And then to say, Kristaps, he's good. No, he's an all-star level player. He's 23-9. He's not like 35, Bill. He's 29, maybe 30. Like you don't hit the cliff at 33 years old. This is an insane question. So you're going to take a team with potential to maybe be a frisky playing team in the next 3 years over a team who for the next 3 years, maybe Eastern Conference Finals. I don't know. You never know what's going to happen with it. You never know.
Did you just say that?
You never just say Eastern Conference Finals?
You never know what's going to happen with Tatum.
Okay, so let me just straight. You are the 10th seed right now.
Yes.
Oh my God!
Trending down. You are trending downward as the 10th seed. And you just said in the next 3 years you can make an Eastern Conference Finals.
Our big 3 has missed a lot of games together. Like Bill, KP, and Kuzma together this year, they maybe played 20 games. Like when they're healthy, our record is very, very good. They just not healthy together. Now think about it. They were saying, Tatum and Brown, break them up. They made the finals.
Well, but yeah, that was stupid. I don't know why people were saying that.
So with Bill, who averaged 30 back-to-back years, and then with KP, who's a 23-9 all-star level player, Kuzma's your third option. I ain't breaking that up. That's insane. For the Magic.
You do realize that Bradley Beal's not a 30-point game scorer anymore, right?
And also you do
because he's sharing shots. If he wanted to, he would do it.
You do realize Bradley Beal might want to move on if you guys keep losing. Just saying. So he could break that up.
How soon do you resignate your fandom to the Wizards if Bradley Beal leaves?
I mean,
how quickly do you get that New York flag out and start waving it? Right when Beal leaves.
Nah, I'm gonna still be with you. I'm gonna tune in for some Daniel Gafford lobs.
Daniel Gafford lobs. Daniel Gafford.
Yeah.
Okay. So we all agree. We all agree that the Magic have a better roster going forward. Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Next question. All right. Obviously, we've got a clear-cut number 1 pick coming up in the draft. Victor Wembanyama.
That guy's insane.
Who do you want to see get him? There's 4 teams vying for that spot right now. It's the Pistons, the Spurs, Houston, and the Hornets. Who do you guys think he would go with and fit best and be like have the best potential or best opportunity to reach his potential?
Can I go first?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
I think he's going to end up going to the Spurs. Be there next Tim Duncan because it makes complete sense.
Yeah.
Because they don't have anybody as their roster is constructed right now. Who's better than Victor right now on their roster?
Nobody.
So he will fit in seamlessly. So
all right, Kenzie, what do you think? Who would you want to see?
I'm going with the Spurs. I think Pop can get like the most out of him. The Pistons, like, no, that's just ugly. I think he'll rot over there. The Hornets, they honestly play 2K park ball. That's him over there would just be bad. And Houston,
and also I also got they don't have the right coach for
Okay.
And Houston, they kind of, even though like him and Sengun don't play the same at all, they kind of already got like a budding star big. So why not just have him on the Spurs?
Okay. Okay. Do you guys think if the Spurs don't get Victor, do you think Pop probably retires sooner?
Yeah.
Because like, how long do you think he wants to be? Like, he's won so much. Do you think he wants to stick around for a rebuild again?
I'm surprised he stayed around this long.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think. Like, I thought he was going to be done sooner, but if the Spurs get Victor, like, I feel like that almost like re-energizes him.
What is he? High 60s or his 70s?
Oh yeah, he's
I think he's in his
70s at this point. He's old.
Yeah,
he's been coaching forever.
Oh, also on another note, I'm sorry, 5 minutes.
Go ahead.
Keldon Johnson is ascending. I love that guy.
Yeah,
and Keldon. Oh man, that's gonna be a good duo.
Now, the only reason we know this roster better right now is because we were them in 2K yesterday.
Yeah, he's 74. God damn.
Yeah, so like, but could you like if the Spurs got Victor, that is like Jerome just said, potentially a next Tim Duncan, a David Robinson, like a hybrid almost because he can shoot, he can rebound. I would like to see him in San Antonio. I think the other situations are not great. I don't want to see him go to Houston. I don't like the guys in Houston. I think they are all a bunch of individual players, which is fine when you're young. But like you got to get to the point where you want to win at some point. The Hornets, besides LaMelo, they're really bad. Terry Rozier he's a good player. He's fun to watch. I will give you that. Terry's fun to watch, but he's not going to be on that roster next year more than likely.
Yeah.
Detroit, I think, would be fun with Cade, but they have 3 centers now, which I don't understand. Duran, Stewart, and then they got Wiseman from Golden State. I don't get that. And then, I want to see Victor go to a coach who knows what he's doing, and I think that's important for him. All right, next 20 plus games left, guys, in the rest of the NBA season. Some storylines to watch. Let me get your thoughts on this. What do you guys think of the Suns? They are the 5th seed right now. Kevin Durant is debuting next week against the Thunder. What are your thoughts on the Suns and their potential towards an NBA championship?
I just don't like how people could be like, oh, you could just drop Durant in anywhere and he could win. But then they're also saying, oh, why would you expect them to win this year? They have to get chemistry. Like, you can't have it both ways. With that being said, I don't think they're reaching the finals. Something's going to go wrong. I'm not saying they're Cowboys level of like what can go wrong will go wrong, but I just don't see it happening.
Okay, so wait, do you think that Durant can play anywhere though?
Yeah, that's why I don't like the whole they need chemistry first. Like, nah, Durant's just one of those people you could just drop in and he could play.
Okay, then my counter would be Durant they could be really good and just get beat, you know.
Oh yeah, I agree. I agree with that. That's why I don't think they're reaching finals.
Okay, then Jerome, what are your thoughts on the Suns going forward?
I think the Suns could probably debatably make the Western Conference Finals this year if they play to their strengths. And I don't see as far as I see them going because they need a backup for Chris Paul desperately. Campaign is not that good. I'm just saying. And they lost Jay Crowder, a tough guy. They have Ayton. Who else do they have? Who else do they have in that roster? I don't even know.
They like Jake Lauderman or something like that.
Jock
That's
Landale.
their starting four?
No. Okay, so their starters are Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Josh Okogie, and then
Josh
Grant.
Okogie's a start? I forgot he was in the NBA.
Durant started at the 4?
Well, 3 or 4. Okogie and him are intertwinable. But there's not that many 4s that are that dangerous in the NBA right now.
Honestly, I like just before we did the shot, just seen a rumor that they're interested. They're trying to get Derrick Rose a month in that situation.
That would be fun.
So that will be a good pickup. Just
okay. All right, next. I think this is pretty interesting. The West, 7, 8, 9, 10 are all within like a game and a half of each other. Who do you think gets the final spots? We got the Lakers, Utah, Portland, OKC, Golden State, Minnesota, New Orleans, all within a game and a half of each other. Who do you think gets the final 4 spots?
Oh, can I go first?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
New Orleans, depending on Zion's health.
Okay.
The Lakers. Who else did you say?
Utah, Minnesota, OKC, Portland.
And I'm going to go with the surprise in OKC.
I like that.
OKC can make it.
Okay, so you picked 3 teams that are not in the play-in right now to work their way into the play-in. I like that. That's bold. Kinsey, who do you got? How do you think the West is going to shake out on those last 4 spots?
Definitely the Lakers. Bron not going to miss it again. The Blazers, because I think like it's going to come down to like the final few weeks, and I can see like Dame just going nuclear to get them in. I got the Pelicans because CJ's not going to let them miss the playoffs, and then we need more Jose Alvarado in the playoffs. And that CJ the ISO god. He's not missing the playoffs. You
literally said the 3rd best player on the Pelicans isn't going to let them not make the playoffs.
Hey man, if it comes down to a winning this situation, that CJ McCollum, and then for the final, how to forget Golden State? I still think they could win the finals. Yeah, Golden State.
You think Golden State?
I forgot about
them. Yeah. I don't think they're. I think they're at that point in their dynasty run, or like whatever you want to call it, to where if they just get in the tournament, they can go far.
All right. Well,
it also depends on Curry's health, though.
Yeah, I mean he's got to play, or else it doesn't matter. My final 4 are going to be. Well, I'm not going to put New Orleans in because of Zion. We don't know. My final 4 is going to be Golden State. That's tough. Golden State, Lakers, Utah, Minnesota. I'm leaving Dame out. He's not going to get it done, Kinsey. He already missed the game last night when they needed a win. They needed that game, and he sat out last night.
I don't know why they said rest. Like what? The All-Star break just
you're in a playoff hunt, like a race, and you're resting. Simons and Lillard sat out last night. What are that? Just right there confuses me.
Maybe they play tonight. I'm gonna check.
Who cares? You're in a playoff race. You're within 2 games of the 7th seed. You got to play.
I don't know what that was.
I agree with that 100%.
All right, guys. Let's wrap it up. I think we had a lot of fun, guys. We laughed a lot. Jerome, we really appreciate you coming on today. How did it go, man? How did you think your first podcast went?
It went great. I enjoyed it. I love to talk hoops. Anytime, any day, any place. I love to talk hoops, man.
Now,
I wish you was on during the football season so we can ask you to explain Daniel Jones being a top 10 quarterback.
Do you want to touch on Daniel Jones's $45 million contract before you go?
I am a Giants fan, but he does not deserve 45 each.
Are you going to donate to the Giants so they can afford him?
No, I don't think so, man. He's 35 mil. 35 mil. That's max.
All right,
35.
Jerome, thank you for joining us. Kinsey, got anything to go before we get out of here?
Aaron Rodgers, stay away from my team. Derek Carr, pull up.
Okay, and then if you guys would like to play 2K with Jerome, he is at Pure Magic Jerome.
No, that's not my PS.
Pure Magic Rome, sorry. And then he's on all the time. Just send him a message. He'll play 2K with you. He'll be in the rec center all day. Hell of a center.
Dominating like I usually do.
He will take more shots than your team, but that's what he does. He's a good guy.
I'm a bucket getter, man.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.
All right. Thanks, man.